All right, YouTube, what's good? I'm finna make a YouTube video, make some YouTube videos, and I'm gonna stream on Twitch later. But I figured I'd make this video real quick because a lot of y'all don't know my journey or my story. And basically, I just wanted to talk about why I started streaming and why I started making YouTube videos in the first place. So let's go. So, two instances that made me just want to work for myself. Off rip. All right, so first instance, right? I'm coming straight out of college or community college. I ain't really make it for real. I won't say I didn't make it, but I ain't had time to really dedicate to that shit like I wanted to. I needed money right away. So I went to like a little temp service, right? This was years ago. I went to a little temp service and they hooked me up with a job and it was working in a warehouse, right? And you know, you do typical warehouse shit, but this warehouse specialized in making beds for the Justice Center. So if you ever been like in a holding cell or whatever, like the furniture or like the beds and shit like that, I was welding them bitches together. So you take two pieces of material, you put them in between each other, and you press a button and this machine comes down and uses heat to weld the fabric together. They don't sew shit no more. So first sign that this job wasn't for me and I need to do my own thing. You know, they taking me around the facility, they telling me what I need to do, how to do the job, whatever. And a nigga told me straight up, make sure you don't put your finger on the machine while you pressing it down, because somebody just got their finger cut off. That's red flag number one. Red flag number two, I've been there for a while and I'm working, I'm doing my thing to the point where they leave me alone. Like at first they pair you with somebody, show you the ropes or whatever. They leave me alone. All right, cool. I'm doing my thing. And like one of the supervisors, you know, this is a warehouse, so ain't nobody in no suit and tie. He a foreign dude. I don't know if he was, I'ma just say he Asian. I don't know if it was Vietnamese, Japanese, Chinese, or whatever. And the red flag number two was he was cross-eyed, bro. His eyes was going every other way but looking at me. And I don't know what it is about foreign people. I guess it's a coping mechanism to make y'all look less intimidating or whatever, but they constantly smiling. And he like, you know that meme? Okay. He looked like that. He's smiling all the time. So he called me over and was like, hey, can you help me with the machine? I like, yeah, man, no problem. What I need to do? Okay, turn the machine to 400 degrees. Because you got to turn the temperature on the heating press, I guess, so it can get the adequate temperature to melt the shit together. All right, cool, no problem. Where the button at? He opened this motherfucking door and told me to get in there. I'm like, what? What? Get turn it to 400 degrees and get inside 400 degrees. I'm like, nah, you get in there and I'll watch you. He's like, no, you get inside and man, I'm not getting in them. It's like that scene in Jackie Brown where Samuel Jackson's trying to convince Chris Tucker to get in the back of the trunk. I'm not getting in no motherfucking machine and climbing around wires and shit to turn this bitch to 400 degrees so you can cook me alive. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, all right. So I was like, damn, it's my lunch break. So I left out, right? And I called my temp service because before you even work in a warehouse, they make you watch a safety video. You're not OSHA certified. You're not certified to drive a forklift or none of that shit. You do this job that we say you're supposed to do, and if they try to make you do something else, call us. So I called a lady like, yo, this nigga tried to make me get in this machine and turn to 400 degrees. But this bitch told me straight to my ear, but basically to my face, is there a problem? I'm like, bro, y'all just told me that I can't get in the motherfucking machines. I can't run no machines. I can't get no forklift. None of that shit. Why is y'all telling me to get in this machine? She was like, well, just talk to him so you can work it out. All right. I come back. I was like, bruh, I'm not getting in that motherfucking machine. Like, bruh, it's a door. Like the old school ovens where you throw the logs and shit in there. It's a door and it's hella wires and cobwebs and shit hanging out there. And it's a button all the way in the back that you got to reset. I'm not climbing in that motherfucker. So I was like, all right, well, before I do, let me go tie my shoes real quick. He said, okay. Bro, I walked the fuck home, bro. Like, niggas ain't finna sacrifice me to turn on no fucking machine when y'all just told me that a nigga before I got even in the building cut his motherfucking finger off. So that was strike number one. You know me. So I'm like, all right, bro, let me find me another job, another warehouse. This time I'm working in Kentucky. And it's a place like Amazon. Now, if you ain't never worked in an Amazon warehouse, basically all you do, you either work in a conveyor belt or you work in the shit where we gotta make sure everything is in stock, basically. So that was my job. So when I first got there, I was working night shift, and I was breaking down pallets. I was taking shit off the conveyor belt. It was cool. Mexican dude was my supervisor. Cool dude, real humble, you know what I'm saying, real solid, real cool. All right, bet. But since the night shift was going so good, they didn't need as many people. So he was like, all right, so it's a group of y'all, we just gonna take whoever, since we knew, we gonna put y'all on the day shift so y'all can knock that out because they got more work. I'm like, cool, I ain't gotta work overnight. Bet. I get there, they like, all right, so we don't need that many people on the conveyor belt. We're gonna have y'all doing something different. Now, mind you, this is a whole new supervisor, person that's over you, whole new team. But it's not like an office structure. You don't got no technical supervisor because it's a warehouse, bro. It's manual labor. It's physical shit. You don't need nobody watching you doing what you need to do. So they was like, all right, bro, first we're gonna start y'all out breaking these boxes down, and it's these things called glossy box. Now, glossy boxes like a subscription service, like Loot Crate, I think that was a loot box where they have video games, or if you know them little subscription boxes that give you like food from around the world or whatever. That's just that with makeup. That's my first time being introduced to subscription box shit. So it's hella that shit, right? And it's like people getting them, people returning them, places that like them getting returned. It's hella of them. So no matter what happens in that warehouse, you gonna have something to do because there's tons and tons of these boxes. That's just to kill time so you don't leave early or whatever the case may be. So we throwing this shit in the box, breaking down boxes once that box is empty, whatever, typical shit. And it's been like that for a couple weeks. But then it was like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna start you on categorizing the shit around the warehouse and scanning it with the little scanner you got to make sure we got it in stock. Bet. Now at this time I'm catching the bus, so me being such a good worker, want to make sure I'm on top of my shit. I get up at 4 in the motherfucking morning to get on the bus to get to this place, and my shift don't start till 7. So I get to Kentucky like around 5:36, something like that, 5:30, 6 o'clock, one of those, depending on how the traffic is. So I'm there, I at least got an hour to an hour and a half to kill. So I'm up in this, right? I'm up in there, and I'm thinking, I'm not gonna come in there to steal hours or none of that shit. I'm not gonna work because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not on the clock. But I'm not gonna kill, you know what I'm saying, just be wasting time in the break room. So I maybe 30 minutes in the break room, you know what I'm saying, chilling. Then all right, bro, let me get to work. And then I still ain't clock in now because, you know what I'm saying, I want to be on my P's and Q's. I'm sorting this shit like they say, because they say if you get here early, just start breaking boxes down and sorting shit until niggas come in and point you in the direction where they need you the most. All right, bet. So time come in like maybe 15 minutes before my shift start. I clock in because like, all right, bro, I'm working 15 minutes now. Like, this is a reasonable time. Niggas might come in 15 minutes early and knock shit out. I ain't smacking them over the head too much for overtime. So I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. So I'm breaking down boxes. Boom, 7 o'clock come. Lady come in. All right, I'm gonna pair you up to this girl because you knew. She know what she needs. She know what she need to do. She gonna show you the ropes, how to work the little scanner. What happens if something ain't there, or if it's something in the wrong spot, take it to this, make it mark if it's full or that they need a refresh, whatever the case may be. Bet I'm on it. So we walking, I'm knocking this shit out, but it's a lot of shit that we need to do. So we cool, we talking, she teaching me how to do the shit and everything like that. And you know, a lot of shit is out of place, a lot of shit on the floor. So we picking it up, going you know what I'm saying, the extra mile because we work there. Long story short, we get our shit done, boom, we coming back. And it's like you gotta carry they also give you like a big ass shopping cart with shit that you gotta refill, that somebody already else scanned and said, all right, we need more shirts over at aisle such and such, because the warehouse is like a big store. Basically, it looked like a big ass store. So they was like, all right, we need to fill this and do that. So while we filling and checking shit, all right, now it's like 16 shirts in this little area need to be stocked. So we got maybe 5 more shirts to make sure it's 16. All right, we coming back. And some nigga come out of nowhere. It's a white dude, dirty looking white dude, was like, hey, why y'all just leisurely walking around? I was like, you talking to me? He was like, yeah, you. I'm like, what's up? Who is you? Like, I'm the district manager, and y'all's not supposed to, what y'all teaming up and going and walking around? I'm like, first of all, don't scream at me. We both grown men. Don't scream at me. They just put me together with her. I'm new because the job don't require two people normally, but since I'm new, somebody's showing me what to do. And even when she was showing me what to do, she was like, this is what you need to do. Then she went off on the other side of the warehouse so I can do my own thing by myself. We only linked back up because she showed me how to, like, you know what I'm saying, put the shit where to put the shit at and do this. It ain't like we was just chilling and kicking it. So he was like, he yelling, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I understand. Okay, so you knew. All right, so we need people on the conveyor belt, so we gonna put you on the conveyor belt. I'm like, all right, I'm a team player. But in my mind, when they offered me the job, they said we got two positions. One position is to stock. It's like we got two positions and we got two shifts. We got the late night shift and we got the, you know what I'm saying, the first shift. Now, out of the two positions on these two shifts, you can either be a person that's on the conveyor belt or you could be a person that's, you know what I'm saying, stocking shit. I'm like, all right, let me do nights because I'm a you know what I'm saying, I'm a night owl anyway, so let me do nights. But the night shift on the conveyor belt didn't pay as much as the day shift on the conveyor belt because it's busier. So when he told me that, I'm like, I'm doing something that's out my wheelhouse. I need to get paid more for this, but I ain't tripping. I'm doing it. And I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I need to get paid for this shit. And we make eye contact. I was finna go over and like, bro, I need to get my job description changed or something because y'all got me doing shit that's not what I'm supposed to be here for. So we make eye contact, like, come over here. And he having an argument with the lady that's over me. And basically, their conversation boiled down to they got trucks coming in like 30 minutes. And motherfuckers wasn't stocking the shelves, and the person that owned the contract to this certain amount of shit is upset, so they arguing with each other. That ain't got shit to do with me. So they going back and forth and like, he don't know what he's doing, he's walking around. I was like, hold on, I'm not just walking around, I just told you. She put me in front of that. If y'all got an issue, don't involve me in y'all argument. So he like, then he starts screaming at me again. So I was like, yo, we grown men, I'm not your child. Talk to me with some respect. These are my exact words, like, hey, I don't mean no disrespect. I understand that you upset. Things ain't running the way they is. I understand that. But at the end of the day, that's not my problem. I'm a grown man. You're a grown man. Don't talk to me like that. Don't yell at me. Okay, I understand. I'm sorry. All right. So they talking, and the lady, well, people weren't doing this. They having their own side conversation about some shit that's above my head. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. So after maybe 5-10 minutes, he get back to yelling at her again. And then he started yelling and pointing at me. I was like, bruh, I just fucking told you to stop screaming at me, nigga. Now, you gonna talk to me with some respect. And at this point, he was like, what? I was like, bruh, suck my dick. And if you got a problem with that, we can take this shit outside, bitch. Like, I'm coming at his neck now. Like, all professionalism, all the glasses came off, nigga. The video games and the anime shit went out the window, nigga. Like, I was ready to bang with this nigga on some real shit. You not finna fucking scream in my face. I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't need damn job enough for a nigga to be talking to me crazy, disrespecting me as a man. That's not happening. So he was like, all right, you're fired, get him out of here. I was like, fuck you, bitch. I said it to his face. Like, I'm saying all the shit that's inviting a nigga to make you want to swing. I wanted this nigga to swing. I was gonna drag that nigga all throughout that motherfucking warehouse. So, all right, bet. They get a little funky or whatever to walk me out. And the white dude, he was like, I understand, man. He gets like that around crunch time. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if it's crunch time or not, nigga. You not talking to me like that. Dude was talking to me like he talked to him like that all the time. That ain't finna be me just to keep no motherfucking job. I don't care who you is. So they over there still going back and forth about the shit they ain't put up. But at this time, I'm like, fuck this place. And if I would have knew that would have happened, well, you know how many iPhones and shit I would have stole and how easy that shit. But I'm trying to be a regular, you know what I'm saying, 9 to 5er and not cause no problems. But if I knew he was gonna be on that when I first got there, I would have been leaving with my pockets. You know what I mean? You know when Squidward ate out on Krabby Patties? My pockets would have been like his legs full of iPhones and shit. Cause this like Amazon. All this shit that you finna buy and get sent to you is in that warehouse just like Amazon. So he walking me out and he just telling me like, you know, he does that all the time. He's done that to multiple people. He does that to me quite frequently. All right, so you a bitch ass nigga then. I'm not no bitch ass nigga. You not finna be yelling at me. And if anybody who know me in real life, I'm a nice, reserved, calm, cool dude. I don't be on shit. But that nigga was talking to me crazy and I wasn't having it. So, all right. So I get on the phone, right? Because, you know, temp service, you know, I'm doing what they say you're supposed to do. If you have an issue on site, you call them and let them know. I called the people and I'm talking to her and she was like, okay, so what happened? I told her what happened. She's like, okay, I definitely understand it. So we're gonna call you back and we're gonna talk to the district manager. I should have knew that was fucked up because the girl who was working with me, she came out later, like, I'm getting ready to leave. She was like, I was like, what you doing out here? She was like, what happened to you? No, she was like, that was fucked up what happened. I was like, what you mean? He came back to us and told me and everybody on our team that you was just sitting in the break room. Oh, another thing, this is why I told the nigga to suck my dick, because he was like, what time did you get here? I was like, I got here like 5:30. He was like, oh, so you've been, I like, nah, I haven't been stealing hours. Now mind you, I just told you earlier, I'm going above and beyond not to smack these niggas over the head with overtime. I was like, I clocked in 15 minutes before my shift. He was like, no, you were smoking cigarettes and doing this. I'm like, bro, I don't even smoke cigarettes. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, so in my mind I was like, bro, you just trying to find a reason to fire a nigga, so I gotta fire off on you first. Cause if I don't, bro, I'm gonna walk around my tail between my legs, and I'm not that type of nigga. I don't care who you is. So that's what sent me off. I forgot to tell you that. So when she came out, she was like, damn. She said that you had, he told them, my team or whatever, that was like, we work around each other, that the reason why I got walked off the floor was because I was chilling in the back somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be. And she knew that wasn't true. Like, it was fucked up. So then I called the people back. I was like, hey, and he down here telling niggas some shit that ain't even happened. Like, bro, that's damaging my character. Like, she was like, well, the lady at the temp service was like, well, his word against yours. He don't really have to have you. I don't want to work here no more. I just don't want that to reflect on my record, because I know how it is. Like, bro, if you get fired or you get into a situation, that marks badly on you regardless. So she like, well, there's really nothing we can do. I'm like, bro, I just told you. Y'all said y'all got my back if something happened. I guess that's just to get niggas in the door. Long story short, bro, I left that motherfucking place like, fuck them niggas. And that's the last time I'm gonna ever take a job seriously, because don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna try to come in and cause problems at any place after that. But when that shit happened, I was like, bro, I gotta find something to do for myself, because these motherfuckers don't care about you, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And that's every single job. Like, since then, I didn't work places that was cool, but I've seen people go through shit. For example, I went to a call center. Like, after that, I was like, I ain't breaking my back for no fucking company. I'm gonna sit on my ass for the rest of my life. So I work at a call center, right? And like around the time I got here was a lady missing on our team. You know how it is. They introduce you to your teammates and it's like, oh, such and such is out, but she'll be back. Long story short, her mother had passed away and she was taking time out to mourn. But she was gone to a point where not only did they start asking if she was coming back, but the team leader started discussing that openly with the team, like, but she taking too long, this, that, and the third. So then she eventually come back and she got a picture of her mom and people was like, how you feeling? And she'd cry when people talk to her about it. I'm like, bro, how inconsiderate and insensitive you are. I don't care who you is, bro. If you lose somebody like your parents or your spouse or somebody that's super close to you, you should be allotted as much time you need until you get over that shit. Motherfuckers go through depression, people become suicidal, like, they need all that time to get over that shit. And these motherfuckers is talking about when can you get back to work. Like, you the most ultimate worker, that without you the job don't stop. Like, the job just gonna fall off and like go bankrupt and go out of business. Like, bruh, they is the most inconsiderate people that you like. It's ridiculous. Like, they want you to just break your back for these motherfuckers, and then they won't even look twice when you need something above the normal what they give you. And that's not fair. That's what I seen that shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do my own thing. Like, don't get me wrong, maintain a sense of income to pay your bills and do what you got to do and fund what you want to do for your life, but always look for an exit strategy, man. That's my motherfucking story. Like, once I seen that, man, it's a wrap, because I always had this mindset. I'm not finna work 30-40 years for a company so a nigga can chill on a yacht all day, send his kids to private school so they don't gotta work for no company like that, while I can hope I get a promotion. I play the politics to get a promotion. I hope they don't downsize. I hope I get a raise. I hope I get they be lenient if I come to work late because of circumstances beyond my control. Like, I'm sure everybody done seen this before. When y'all wake up in the morning or whatever the case may be, it's a beautiful day, sun out. It ain't too hot, it ain't too cold, it's not windy, it's perfect. You would want to go to the park or play a game of basketball, go for a walk. You can't do that, you gotta go to work. Why can't I enjoy the world that is here for me like everybody else? Well, not everybody else, but certain people at the top. Like, bruh, like, again, I'm not one of those people that say should be no jobs at all, because I don't think shit would work. But at the end of the day, bruh, nah, you not finna zap me of my life and then tell me to chill in my 50s and 60s when I ain't got no fucking energy left. That's what I'm talking about. And y'all damn sure ain't gonna make me live and die for a fucking company that I'm not gonna be able to pass for my kids, or motherfuckers gonna talk to you however because they know y'all need a job. Like, you should, like, I don't know about the rest of the country or the rest of the world, but here in Ohio, it's a lot of poverty. A lot of motherfuckers is poor. There's a lot of warehouses and shit like that. And niggas take everything and above and then some just to make ends meet, because they know, damn, if I quit or I get fired, I'm gonna be fucked up in the game. I'm gonna feed my kids. I'm gonna feed myself. I'm gonna keep clothes on my back. I'm gonna keep a roof over my head. All that shit you gotta consider, and they hold that against you, so they treat you however they want to treat you. And it's not even stories as extreme as that people just like, bro, fuck this is not for me. And I'm not saying you should be feeling bad if you got a job, but what I'm saying is this: always have an exit strategy, because they damn sure got an exit strategy for you, especially now with COVID, bro. All these companies having to downsize. They don't even look at your name to consider your situation. They be like, I worked at a place, right, and they was promising a raise to $15. And that don't sound like shit to a lot of people. But when you young or you just need a check, bro, $15 is cool. All right. They kept talking about they gonna raise the minimum wage of the job for $15. Long story short, bro, they was dragging their feet because they was trying to calculate, all right, if we give everybody $15 an hour, how we gonna offset that? By firing a bunch of motherfuckers. Like, and then I'm pretty sure they just gave them a number and said, all right, you need to fire X amount of people in order to still maintain a profit while giving these people a decent living wage. So it's motherfuckers with kids, it's people with, you know what I'm saying, that just got out of high school, or just not high school, but just got out of college, that need somewhere to work. Somebody just got their car, or they could have just moved in an apartment and they gone, and their livelihoods is in danger because they trying to meet a quota, or they trying to make sure they bonuses stay intact. Man, get the fuck out of here, bruh. Like, for real. Like, and then y'all be over there breaking y'all legs for these motherfucking companies. I seen some shit on Twitter. I don't know if it was a joke or not, but a person they had dealt with a funeral, and motherfucker text them like they didn't call in to work to tell them they wasn't coming. Like, hey, my people's just passed away. There's like, okay, but next time, the job like, okay, but next time, make sure you call us and let us know. What? Fuck you niggas. Like, bro, you got some nerve. So that's why I'm doing my own thing, man. Like, I'm still working, but you better believe this is my exit strategy. And I'm not just trying to be a YouTuber or a Twitch stream. I'm trying to turn it into something else that I got planned. Like, I have a plan for this shit. But at the end of the day, man, I want to let everybody know, if you good at something, or have some type of idea, pursue that shit, bro. Now is the time more than ever to pursue that shit. If you got any type of support system, you got friends and family that y'all have a hobby, or even if you do by yourself, I guarantee you, bro, it don't hurt to push that shit as much as you can. Whenever you're not working, whenever you not, you know what I'm saying, you got the energy, pursue that shit, because I guarantee you it'll pay off in the long run, because motherfuckers is not gonna give a damn if you decide to take a day off, or they don't got no consideration for what's going on in your personal life and treat you like shit. And I'm pretty sure I done had good jobs where it's perfect, but still that hangs over your head like you not working for nobody but somebody that's not even doing anything. Like, you ever work somewhere and they got the picture of the nigga that created the company? You ain't never seen him in person because he chilling on a yacht somewhere. You know who handle all that stuff? Everybody below him. Only time something to reach his desk or his attention, it is the company is in dire straits money wise. That's when the nigga will step in and do something to get him up out of that situation. Everything else, bro, this nigga golfing, fishing, fucking bitches, sniffing coke, riding yachts, all types of shit. So man, fuck that. If you got talent or you got an idea, push that shit to the fullest, man, because that's what I'm doing. I'd rather die failing at doing something I want to do than living and dying for a motherfucker, hoping and praying they give me my fucking social security when I get old for my retirement, or hoping and praying the motherfucker look my way at my numbers to see if it matches some algorithm so I can get a promotion, or hoping a robot don't replace me, or whatever the case may be. Man, fuck that, man. It is not made for you to spend your whole life working for a corporation that don't give a fuck about you. Peep this game, right? They give you a job, they own everything, they give you a job to pay you money just to take it back from you. How fucked up is that, right? You work at this place, they own all these other companies, they want you to spend it, so they basically giving your money just to take it back out your pocket again. Hell nah. I'd rather have this shit crowdfunded with motherfuckers who fuck with me, or the fruit of my labor pays off. I ain't gonna talk y'all heads off no more. Follow me on this bitch right here on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. It's Y2Cam513. I'm infrequent. If you dig in my YouTube videos, you'll hear me talk about this shit ain't for me. I'm making videos to show you the ups and downs of this journey, but at the end of the day, the mindset is still there. I'm not working for nobody my whole life, and you shouldn't have to either, bro. You should have to figure something out, have some type of passive income, do something to where your life don't depend on another motherfucker saying, oh, get them out of here. So let me know in the comments if you've been through this, or let me know if you're doing something on your own, man. I'm not bougie. I will subscribe and follow to whatever you got going on. I'll retweet, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, let me know how y'all feel about this shit, man. And holla at me on Twitch. I'm out.